pretty much we'll just say it there, just for the sake of it. If it goes a little further out, doesn't really matter. Two. Bidi 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 bidi. Bra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we got coal heaters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we have the coal heaters. Then I just need to do some quick underlying works with the swipe. Then we're doing yeah, that. Then we're doing for a conveyor splitter. I need to go and get some more fuel soon. Okay, here we go. So then we pretty much just gotta run some belts, do all this logistics, and I have um we. So there we go. Then we got the boiler MK1s because there's not a point in using the other ones. Now I gotta go and get more plates because I ran out of those. There we go. Bruh, I'm missing concrete. Now I forgot to pick up concrete. Bruh. Hello. And then literal pipeline go pipeline. Bruh, why aren't you filling up? This pipeline floor hole broke, I swear to God. I currently do not know why we do not have water here, but yeah. I do not know at all. So, pipeline junction cross. So pretty much 3 more wins. So if I did this correct, this should be a straight line. Yes. And then that simply just goes to the end again. And literally ends like at the same point. And that should also be a straight fucking line right from there over into there. And indeed it fucking is. I do not know why this pipe currently does not have water, but it does not, even though it's supposed to. So either we do not have enough water pressure, like actually coming into the thing. So yeah, that's something I have to check up with. Well, that pipe is full. If I remove this one then. Oh, bro, mate. Okay, mate. New. So break you. Then do a fucking noodle. Then do a secondary pipeline pump. Then feed this fuck power. Which means that also now does head lift, and it does a hell of a lot of head lift. It does like motherfucking 14, 15. Which means honkity tonk tonk. We have fucking water. I'm gonna put that to fucking concrete foundations because hell. Boom! We have water! We! Bloody hell, man. Now, we should be able to do noodle. Into all these boilers. I like how my second floor is so much neater than my first floor when it comes to my water stuff. Oh, pretty glorious. That is like horizontal to vertical? Well, I don't know. Well, I might just do a noodle, 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 and then just redo these again as a noodle. Okay, and for some reason these just wants to stay as they are, so I suppose. I'm very interested in how much fucking headlift this pump is currently doing. Oh, 15. What about this one? No, 13. Not shabby. So quote unquote, each of these takes well, it's currently saying 0, but we can double check the ones downstairs. Okay, bruh, so okay, I don't know the fuck. Well, we can double check the ones downstairs. So these 45 per minute. So 45 per minute times 6, that's 270. And then 270 times 2, that's 540. I mean, technically speaking, we can already say that that's going to be a problem. Because you only have a 300 pipe. We might have enough pumps, but what the fuck? I have straw quartz. Plus we have 120 per minute. Then 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I have a way of fixing this. And it has to do with taking these 3, putting a valve right there going that way. To restrict it from backflowing. And then pretty much so in forms of pumps themselves, we have enough power, but yes, shite is in the way. My ass. Pretty much there we go. Then pump. Pump there. We have a pump here. 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 We have a pump on the actual pipe. We have another pump also on the actual pipe. Then we gotta do some power trickery and a half. So this one is an extra one that we can pull down here, which we then can use to give power to these. Then we can give you to an extra pole. Then that pole can give power to that one. The extra pole can go up in here and that can give power to that one. Then you can give power to that one. Then that extra pole can also go back up in here and give power to you. And give power even further up. And then hook power onto this pump. Which currently I believe a lot of these are having a hell a lot of head lift. Well, currently they're having no head lift for some odd reason. Well, I wonder why, because, well, this fork has already exceeded its limitations and a half. So now, this one has less head lift. Then this one is doing head lift. And this one is doing head lift and a half. And that goes up into this thing, which ain't even doing head lift yet. There we go. Now this thing is starting to do head lift. We're having a flow rate like fuck. I promise it's fine. Now, how much head lift is this thing even doing? This thing is doing 11. This thing is doing fine. This thing is doing fine on the edge, per se. And this one is also doing fine because we haven't even brought this fuck further yet. And then we go up here and then this will be the last pump. Because, well... yeah, okay, sure. That's the last one. So now you're doing... how much? Well, you have barely just started doing shite. So then what we can do is that we can run it in the wall. On the other side, run it in there. And then we can just put a valve on it so it doesn't backflow. And then backflow down. So that way the extra 300... since, well, we're pretty much doing like 120, 120. Like 3 of these are pretty much 350 pipe. So we gotta do some, 120 times 6. So 720. 720 divided by 300. That's 2.5. So we need 2 full lines and then we need to set that valve to like 0.4. Or whatnot. So like 40. Or whatnot. So 700. So we got 300 and we got 300. So 300 and 300. And then we got 120. So 120 is what that valve needs to be set to. Wait a minute, so that technically speaking means... wait a minute, for... oh, that's not gonna technically speaking work either. So pretty much I just gotta feed the water in here and then just let it take whatever the fuck it needs to take. So... pretty much we're doing a pipeline wall hole, and we're doing a pipeline janky ass junction cross. The janky ass junction cross right there, and then we're doing a pipeline wall hole right there, and then that pipeline wall hole needs to go there, and then you need to get a valve. Well, that's the problem. The pipe is too sharp. Well, then we remove you. Then we put the one on here again. And do that. And then we do a pipeline wall attachment right there. And then we do a pipeline from you to you. And then we put a valve on you going that way. So that way it cannot backflow. Aha. So then we go on the outside and we do pipe. And well, we feed pipe. That's what we do. I think we could call that appropriate when it comes to the water. Let's just say, yep, we have some pretty full pipes up here. Now we got 300 lines coming in and we need 420, which means technically speaking, we're getting like what? 30-ish% more water than what we need. Which is a good thing. These pipes are shocked full per se. So now comes the fun part of trying to line up cooling platforms. So well, they start here. So pretty much that's the center. Or well, not cooler platforms, but so pretty much yes. And that's like how much space we need in between them or whatnot. Yeah, roughly. Then we pretty much just copy one, two, three. One, two, three, four. Five. And then I was about to say yes. That one is. Oh boy. Well, I'm out of fuel. Well, so basically converted platform. We. Then again, the Swaft. Thank you very much. Well, and we need more pipes. Well, so pretty much I'm gonna so pretty much middle of the wall. So pretty much that's where the wall hole goes. Per se. Pipeline wall hole. So there you go. And then as far as my actual per se steam. is basically these three lanes pretty much. So pipeline wall hole. So you and you and you. Then boom, 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 boom. And then we do steam, steam, steam. And then we do per se clonk and we do clonk. There we go. That's all of that. So I suppose one thing I can do, I suppose, is okay, bruh. Okay, fly, fly. So like here is like the end of the bloody machine. So supposedly these are, so yeah, so going a little bit backwards, they did there too. So then I suppose it's normal. I suppose we, 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 and we, and then I'm gonna X, X. I said, bruh, I do not need a console. Thank you. Bruh, mate. Then we do pipes. We do them all as a noodle. 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 And then one last noodle. There we go. There we go. That's the CO2 stuff. Then we put up another automatic gate right here. Automatic gate. Automatic gate. And then bruh. Automatic gate. Thank you very much. Then, well, except for this time, single foundations, and I can just change it back to the visit concrete stuff because, well, so boom. So basically till there, and then pretty much just pull them all along here. Even though I'm gonna have to do like my swath again on all of these. There we go. Industrial railing. There we go, problem solved. So then, quote unquote, the only thing I need now, quote unquote, is fucking... Aha. So, quote unquote, this was never built. So, that means... These go bye-bye, and this set of railing go there. Oh, so now I just need quote-unquote a pillar, and then we're good. I do not have a pillar, so here we are. So well, a refined power CO2 chimney. Rather said, so pretty much, pretty simple. Now I'm out of those again. Well, I mean, we're getting a power plant. Let's just put it that way. But I need more bloody fucking honks. Honks. Now I'm just gonna put, so these are pretty much close up in each other, pretty much, yes. Or they're like that, and then it's the cooling towers, which are, so the center one is straight. Is straight, and then we, and then we, and then we got our cooling towers. Then we got our CO2 chimneys. There we go. This is madness, but here we are. ~megawatt. I'll just put one more. Gonna remove from there, but so now I can do this one since I already have my pipes set on that. So noodle, and then we split you, and then we do another noodle into you. So there our CO2 situation is taken care of. Well, as far as this goes, we go noodle, we go noodle, we go noodle, and then we go low pressure steam, and that seems appropriate. While our iron is, well, chugging along. We're using a lot of fucking iron now, apparently. Well, I mean, I'm not surprised. Our stuff is like running at half 12 trying to keep up. Oh, bro, this thing out of plates now? Is that where we are? Do we need more overclockers? Are these overclocks? No, they're not overclocks. Basically, we need overclockers for overclocking, that, for overclocking those. Bro, is there something that has overclockers at the moment that is not in use and do not depend on them? If this one is done as it is, I'll borrow 2 from you. Then we can at least jump over here and speed you up by 1 to 45. So then I can speed you up by 1 to, well, 30 per minute. So you can take 1 to 1, which means if we do boom and we do boom, so then 30 per minute produces 30 per minute. Wait, 45 per minute. Oh, wait a minute. Because this uses 45 per minute when it's overclocked. There we go. Now we just need to feed this fucker plates like it has never seen plates before. Well, it says it's got 12, 13, 14 plates. Well, it's kinda keeping up. This thing is using currently 60 per minute. Well, which means practically speaking, both of these should be overclocked. Router section, nothing. You, yes. Let's just throw you guys in here for the time being. $45 per minute, 45 per minute. Then both of these are 30 a minute. 30 per minute, 30 per minute. 60 per minute total. Which means this one should now, technically speaking, adequately run all the time without stopping. Well, at least we have enough screws. As well, we got one fucking machine, 120 screws per minute. Well, I'm giving you 100 screws a minute, which means I will have to set up a specific factory for screws only eventually, but due to the plates hanging a little bit behind, it's managing to keep up to some degree. That's probably why I didn't have it running full jam in the start. Simply because of that reason. That reminds me. Wait. Yes, howdy. Alternate for routers. Use the wire. Encased industrial pipe. Sure, that one can actually come in handy. Now, yeah, I was about to say, quote unquote. Well, I got a reward, so I supposedly got a power shard in the reward for doing that, which means quote unquote. Well, supposedly I should have got, but I didn't get. Anywho, encased industrial pipe. Oh, lol. Come on. Thank you. So now we can head over up into left factory. Wow. Which means turbo. And now I'm missing routers. If I ain't one thing, it's another thing. Wee. Routers. Howdy. Of course we need routers. So well, I mean. Bruh. There we go. Now, that again is gonna take more steam to drive and heavier. Let me just put down an MV generator if I even can. Well, I can't even afford it. I need more. Okay, bruh, craft bench. I have shite I need for that, like, on my ass. I just want to see, like... 20. 20, yes. Let's just double check this MV generator. Modular power. Well, supposedly this one is better, but there again, it's more expensive, and we are only using like the L ones. Bruh, I need more plates. And more other shite. So yeah, so this is gonna take a while. So I'm just gonna say that this episode is done here. I've been recording for like almost 4 hours. So we